Hello, I'm Dr. Jeffrey Fidel. In this video, I'm going to go over how we listen to our heart. When we listen to our heart, we're listening to our conscience. Our conscience teaches us, or our inner voice teaches us, that we are not separate from this universe, or we are not separate from this existence. In other words, any separation between ourselves and this universe only exists within our mind. Of course, you and I are separate from each other, but we're also not separate. I'm a wave in an ocean, you're a wave in the ocean, yet we are the same ocean. And so it is with the self to the universe, or the self to the existence. Separate and not separate at the same time. So how do we listen to this inner intelligence that teaches that we are not separate from this existence? Well, first we have to learn how to bring awareness to our heart. Most of the time during the day, your awareness is likely up in the head area because you're likely thinking all day. And thinking is talking to oneself without saying the words out loud. So if we were going to have this very discussion right now, and I didn't say these words out loud, I would hear these same words within my mind. We could try this out together. If you sing "Mary Had a Little Lamb," and we could sing it out loud right now, Mary had a little lamb. Now that same sentence, don't say it out loud this time, and you'll hear it in your mind. You could try it again. Whose fleece was white as snow? The next phrase. Say it out loud, and then don't say it out loud, but still talk those words or sing that song, and you'll hear it in your mind. Go ahead and try that, please. Now, the awareness is in the throat. Because when you say those words, you can feel it in your throat and then hear it in your mind. So to listen to our heart, what we need to do is bring our awareness not from the throat, but rather from the heart. So before we even start to listen to our heart, let's practice bringing our awareness to the heart region. So we're going to try and feel the sensations of our heart without putting any words to it. So you might feel the beating of your heart or a certain tenderness in your heart. It's just to feel the sensations of your heart and also to remember to breathe. So right now we're going to try and feel this region of our body without putting any words to it and breathing the whole time. So let's try that right now. Can you feel the beating of your heart? Can you feel the sensations of your heart? What is it that you're feeling? We'll try it again. Bring your awareness to your heart. We'll do it another 30 seconds and really just try to experience that sensation of either pulsation, whatever it is you may feel. Let's try again. So now we're going to shift our awareness from our heart back up to our throat region. And this will get us more familiar with shifting awareness. So the sensation of the heart will now become the sensation of the throat region without words. And then we'll go back to the heart again. And we'll just practice shifting that awareness within our body or within our being. So let's start at the throat. Just feel the sensation in the throat. Even when you're speaking, you can feel that sensation too in the throat area if you bring your awareness to that. And now we're going to bring our awareness down to the heart. So we're going to shift awareness from the throat to the heart. Let's try that. And now let's shift our awareness from our heart back up to our throat. And shift the awareness from the throat back down to the heart. So now we're ready to try and listen to our heart. And we'll know the difference between whether it's our own thoughts, which come from our throat and up, in other words, self-talk. That's what I mean by our own thoughts. Versus listening to our heart. And when we listen to our heart, we'll hear the same kind of voice because the heart is using the same apparatus to speak to our mind. But our minds are going to be quiet enough that we can actually listen to these voices that come from our conscious or that come from within, this inner intelligence that teaches us that we're not separate from this existence. So let's ask our heart a question. And we could either ask it out loud or we can think to ourselves this question. Either way, it's coming from our voice upward or our throat upward. So I'm going to ask the following question, and I'm going to say it out loud. And right after I say that question out loud, I'm going to bring my awareness to my heart, quiet my mind, and see if I could hear something that comes from within. With a quiet mind, I'm going to listen. After I bring awareness back to the heart, I'm going to listen and see if I could hear something. So here is my question to my heart. Who am I? Okay, So I asked that question, who am I? And then I brought awareness to my heart and I listened. And the response I got back is, you are that is. Now I'll ask another question. So I'm asking a question out loud, and then I'm bringing awareness to my heart, quieting my mind, and listening to my conscience. What is that is? You are not separate from that is. So this response is not coming from up here. This is how I know I'm not just talking to myself like the thinking that most people do, which occurs only in the neck area up. This is actually talking or thinking to myself, bringing awareness to the heart and then listening. So the activity is here when I ask the question, then awareness is brought to the heart, the mind is quiet and then listens to the answer that comes from within us. This is a difference, because if we don't bring the awareness to the heart and we just continue to hear voices or thoughts, they're just our own thoughts. The only way we know it's coming from our conscience is if we drop our awareness to the heart, our mind is still, and then we're listening. And this is what's meant by stillness speaks. Stillness speaks only when the mind is quiet, and conscience, or our conscience or inner intelligence, can then come through that silence. Because we cannot hear our heart if our mind is in listening to our own self-talk. It's only in quiet that we can hear this inner voice. So I'm going to ask one last question before we go to our heart. Have we enjoyed doing this video together? Well, my heart's always so nice to me. It says, you have done an excellent job, and I think that you should do more videos. So on that note, I hope you enjoyed this video. And until next time, practice listening to your heart. Thank you.